Hey guys, you're watching Jermaine Morgan TV, and in today's episode, I'm going to break down a few ways you can use chord substitutions in a common progression, so stay tuned. Hey guys, we're in the key of B flat in today's lesson. We're playing a really simple, common progression, especially in gospel music. It happens a lot more in other genres of music, but especially in gospel, since this is what we're doing today. Kind of gospel, Christian worship type medley that I did for my kids. If you haven't checked out that video on my family channel, please do so. I will drop that link in the description below, so do that. So what this progression consists of, we're playing on the 4. We're starting on the 4. Then we go to that flat 7, okay? And then we go back to the 1, which is major, B flat major, to dominant, B flat dominant, back to that 4. That flat 7, okay? Back to that dominant. So that's pretty much the progression. Everything else that's happening around that are the chord substitutions that I'm talking about. Now, I wanted to do this lesson. I got some great feedback from you guys on the last lesson that I put up concerning the chord substitution things. I felt like there was something that a lot of people was dealing with. But of course, when I get the feedback from you guys, that always helps me to know, okay, this is definitely something that more than one person or 10 people are dealing with. So I wanted to do something as a follow-up lesson. Other ideas you can use if there's something that you're just now kind of diving into with the chord substitution thing. Of course, the key to these things are always moderation. You want to spread them out and use them sparingly, but do use the chord substitution. This is really straightforward as far as this lesson is concerned. For example, where I started subbing was not necessarily on the 4 chord. It was on the flat 7 chord. Now, the different substitutions that I use over that, and that's the ones we're going to talk about today. Some of the different substitutions that I use, we have this. I'm pulling from all those different chord tones again. Okay, just in case some of you don't know what that chord is, that's that A flat dominant 7 chord. And I'm pulling from those chord tones. Some of you may be used to it looking in this shape, seeing it in this shape rather. I'm pulling from all these chord tones. And even extending it a bit. Back to that 1. Okay? You have that 4. That flat 7 chord. That's something you hear in a lot of gospel songs. A lot of times you'll have that 4 chord. Then it goes to that flat 7. Back to the 1. The dominant 7. It's a really common progression, even in pop music. Flat 7. Now the thing we want to do is just find different ways of getting around that flat 7. And so another substitution we can do instead of going straight to the flat 7, one that I did was stayed on the 4 position over that flat 7. And that would sound like this. It's a really, really rich, beautiful sound. I love that sound actually, and that sets you up to go to another chord, which is the 3 chord. That's another substitution instead of going back to that 1. But we'll actually dive a little bit into that on the monthly membership lesson if you want to stay tuned and hang around and be a part of the monthly membership. Just for the sake of this lesson, we're dealing with that 7 chord, that flat 7 chord. We can use that 4 position for that chord, or we can use that 2 position, which is another one, a cool way we can get around it. It's a different sound, so it's almost, it's still at, it's within the chord tones. It's still there. Or we can use the 4 again, or the 2, or the regular flat 7. You see what I'm saying? So those are just 3 different ways we can use it. And what we're doing, we're just pulling out chords. So I'm going to sub all of those different chords and let you hear the different ways we hear them in context. On the 4. That's the first way. Now we're going to move to the flat 7. Now we're going to sub the 2. We're just coming out of it. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the different variations and the different ways that we can kind of use them. So you hear how each chord affects everything differently. You just got to be mindful of the notes that are being played. But as long as that note is in the chord, as I said on the other lesson, you can get away with that substitution. So that's just a few ideas. If you want to dig a little bit deeper into this lesson of how we're kind of navigating around the chord substitutions as far as the rest of this progression, I encourage you to click on the link below and go ahead and join and become one of the monthly members so you can get the full benefits of this lesson. If not, guys, I will see you. And if you're not joining the live discussions, they're so much fun, and I really appreciate everybody that's a part of those. Be sure you tune in, turn my notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Most of the time right now it's been on Tuesday mornings at 7:30 Eastern time, but that might change, so make sure you turn the notifications on. If not, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Take care. I'm out of here. Peace.